All right, hey everybody. So today we're going to do the directed drawing. I'm in my Thunder Underground packet, and the directed drawing actually starts out a little bit different this time. Today we're going to look at a poem to begin with. So find this poem, it's called Ants, and I also need you to get 3 different colored crayons. Actually, get 4 different colored crayons. Okay, I'm going to grab my crayons while you're looking. Doesn't matter what color, just any color will work. Okay, I've got my 4 crayons and I've got my paper, so if you're not to this point yet, I want you to pause me and get there, okay? All right, so if you're still listening, that means you're ready to go with your 4 crayons and your poem. This poem is called Ants. I'm going to read this poem about ants to you, and you are listening for rhyming words. Words that sound the same at the end, okay? So pick one color, all right? Just one of your colors so far, and we're going to color 2 words that rhyme, okay? Here we go. Just listen for a second. It says, if I were as small as a little black ant, I would do things that big people can't. Did you hear the rhyming words? Pause me and tell me what the rhyming words are. Hopefully you said ants and can't. Those are rhyming words. I want you to take one of your crayons and color ant and can't. Very good. All right. Keep listening for the next set of rhyming words. Are you ready? I would sit on a leaf, take a bath on a rose. Did you hear any rhyming words there? I didn't either. Ride on a bee and tickle its nose. I heard some rhyming words, did you? I'm going to read that whole stretch again. If you hear the rhyming words, I want you to pause me and tell me what they are before you color them. Ready? I would sit on a leaf, take a bath on a rose, ride on a bee, and tickle its nose. What are the rhyming words? You should have said rose and nose. Good. Pick another color, and I want you to color rose and nose. Okay. Okay, pick your 3rd color. Let's find another set of rhyming words. I'd walk under a duck, lead a big ant parade, and sleep in a web that a spider has made. Did you hear the rhyming words there? Pause me to tell me what they are. Parade and made. If you found those, good for you. Pick your 3rd color and color parade and made. Good job. Okay, you should have a 4th color. There is one more set of rhyming words. Listen again. If you were as small as a little black ant, what would you do that big people can't? What are the last set of rhyming words? Okay, ant and can't, the same as the beginning. So I'm going to read the whole poem to you one more time. I want you to follow along with your finger under the words as I read, okay? And if you know the words and you can read them, I know a lot of you can, I want you to read with me, okay? Ants. If I were as small as a little black ant, I would do things that big people can't. I would sit on a leaf, take a bath on a rose, ride on a bee, and tickle its nose. I'd walk under a duck. Lead a big ant parade. And sleep in a web that a spider has made. If you were as small as a little black ant, what would you do that big people can't? Let's see. If I was as small as an ant, what would I do? I think, I think I would want to ride on the back of a bird while they were flying around. Birds go so high and they can go so far, they could see a lot of things from up there. I think if I were going to write something, I would say, I would fly on the back of a bird. I do not want you to pick what I just wrote. I want you to think yourself, what would you do if you were as small as a little black ant that big people cannot do? Write down what you would like to do. Pause me while you do that, and then I'm going to show you the drawing of your ant. Okay? Pause me while you write down what you would do if you were like a little black ant. All right. So if you're listening to this, it's because you are ready for the drawing. So here's my ant, and I've turned it sideways because this is the head of my ant. I'm going to draw the body going this way. Let me grab my black marker here. Okay. So for my ant, we already have the head. The middle part, like the body of the ant, is called the thorax. So I'm going to draw the thorax of the ant, the middle, that little middle circle, and it's a little bit longer than the head, kind of more like an oval shape. The head is round, the thorax is more oval. And then I'm going to draw what we call the abdomen, and the abdomen is like the butt, right? But the abdomen, it's longer like the thorax is. But watch what I do. The abdomen actually has a little point at the end. Okay, so I've got my thorax here and my abdomen, which has a point. So I made that one come to a sharp point here. Okay, pause me if you're not ready to go on yet. I'm going to draw the first set of legs. Ants have 6 legs. They have 3 on one side and 3 on the other. So I'm gonna draw my 3 legs, like my front 3 legs, or this side 3 legs first. So I'm just gonna draw like a line coming from the thorax down, and it's just gonna go forward a little bit, like his little foot. Okay, and the next one is gonna go down and forward a little bit. And you see I'll put some space in between them, right? This one's the front one, here's the middle, and I'll do one on the back, and they're all coming from the abdomen, or I mean the thorax. There's the back. Okay, so they're all pretty much the same size. They go down to the bottom almost. Okay, pause me till you're ready to do the next 3. So to do the last 3 set of legs, these are going to be the legs on the other side of the ant. So a way that we can show that something is a little bit further away, you know how like if something is really far away, it looks small, right? So to show that the legs are farther away on the other side of the ants, we can just make them a little bit smaller. So instead of making them go all the way to the ground, I'm going to stop it a little bit further up. That shows that this leg is farther away. And then I'll do the second leg. So I'm going to go between these 2 legs now. And I'm going to make that one a little bit shorter than the others. And then I have my last leg, which is also going to be a little bit shorter. Okay, very cute so far. Just a couple things left. We're going to draw the antenna now. So I'm going to make my antenna kind of like curly. And here's how I'm going to do that. I'm just going to go and do a big like curve. And I'm just going to do a little loop. And curve around. And then I can do a little dot or, yeah, at the top right there. And I can do the same thing on the other side. Curve and a loop and curve around. Dot right there. Okay, pause me till you're ready for that, for the next part. The last thing that we're gonna do is the cute little face. So I'm gonna give my ant some eyes, and I'm gonna give him like pretty big eyes. 1 and 2, and see how I made, so I made the first one, and then the second one kind of like ran into the first one. They overlapped a little bit, so they're nice and close. And then you can make your ant have crazy eyes if you want. You can just make him looking a certain way. You can make him look straight at you. Mine is kind of looking up and off. And then my smile is just going to go toward the bottom. Make a little cheek right there. And that's it. That's your ant. All right, you are welcome to color this if you'd like. And that's it. So as long as you have the poem done and your ant is drawn, you are good to go. All right, bye.